With the Los Angeles Times, Lindsay Theory joined by beat reporter Gary Klein. We're on the campus of USC, actually in front of Tommy Trojan, and the Trojans might need a little help from Tommy as they prepare to travel to Utah to take on the 19th ranked Utes in Salt Lake City. They'll once again wear their alternate shiny new helmets. I don't think Lendale White will be on the sideline. Gary, what do you think the drama of the game is going to be?
Well, I think you're right. It won't be Lendale on the sideline. It'll be interesting to see who shows up at Rice-Eccles Stadium. But the drama here for USC going into this game is they're going against a team that I think this season really believes it has a chance to win the Pac-12 South. And it's going to be a blackout situation with those fans. They're tough to play in front of anyway. USC found out 2 years ago that with a mishap at the very start of the game that they were able to overcome. This season, that might not be the case. So USC needs to get off to a good start and take that crowd out of the game.
Trojans quarterback Cody Kessler is coming off a career performance, a record-breaking performance against Colorado with his 7 touchdown passes. Now Rice-Eccles might not lend itself to a repeat by Kessler there.
Right, not the comfortable setting that he had in the Coliseum, and not a team like Colorado where you could really take those kinds of shots early to test the defense and extend the field as USC was trying to do. This is not necessarily a much better Utah defense, but one with certainly a much better pass rush. This is the team that leads the country in sacks. One guy with, just going crazy, other guys contributing that comes from all different angles. So USC's offensive line is going to be under a lot of pressure in this game.
You mentioned a mishap early in the game in 2012. It was a missed snap from Khaled Holmes to Matt Barkley. Now, Max Turk and Cody Kessler had a few issues at Arizona with the crowd noise. There's going to be crowd noise, and there's also going to be that pass rush. How does Turk and the offensive line handle that?
Well, USC has been getting some practice this week. They've piped in some crowd noise.
And it's really annoying to listen to.
And they've also got this endless construction going on outside the football facility on the street outside, which also provides plenty of noise. So I'm guessing Max Turk and Cody Kessler will be well versed in how to handle that noise. But regardless, as you mentioned, a couple of years ago, a bad snap early put them in a hole. This season, I don't know that, USC is necessarily built, and I think Utah is built to withstand that kind of a thing. So USC is going to have to be good early.
Moving to Utah's quarterback situation, they still haven't picked one. There's 2. That kind of sounds a little bit familiar to maybe USC 2013 through the first 2 games. But now, 7-8 games into the season, the Utes don't know who their guy is. What do you think? Are the Trojans going to see 2 of them?
Well, we'll see. Travis Wilson, who played at San Clemente High School, is going to start this game. Big guy, can throw the ball well. But Kendall Thompson, who played very well, at various points this season, is also available. Kyle Whittingham has talked about, hey, I don't like a 2-quarterback system, but neither one of these guys has really separated himself. So as you mentioned, here we are 7-8 games into the season, and they still don't know who their quarterback is. Now, how a team like that can contend for a conference championship is kind of beyond me. You've got to find a guy and have him do it. But to this point, they've gotten to this point, and they think they can get further.
And their offense is getting there much on the legs of Devontae Booker, who's the second best tailback right now, running back, I should say, in the Pac-12 behind Javaris Allen. He's motivated against USC. He wanted a scholarship offer here out of junior college, and he didn't get it. How does USC slow down the run game? Something they couldn't do at Boston College.
Right. Devontae Booker, I think he's about 5'11". Steve Sarkisian says this is a guy who runs angry, and maybe that's,
Maybe that's why.
Maybe that's why. But he's not. That's not unlike a lot of players in the Pac-12 that got feelers from USC, maybe were on their radar, and ultimately didn't get scholarship offers. This is a team with Dennis Erickson on its staff, who's produced plenty of hard-charging runners that have been effective, and so Booker, obviously, in this kind of situation, playing against the number 20 team in the country, a marquee stage for him to kind of show what he can do.
All right, so number 20, USC will play at number 19, Utah on Saturday. Be sure to keep it on the Los Angeles Times for all the latest on the Trojans. And if you have any questions, be sure to email me or tweet at me, and I will answer them in a weekly USC Now mailbag. With Gary Klein, I'm Lindsay Theory for the Los Angeles Times.